One of the biggest misconception among people is that when they think that without position you cannot prove your opinion, and I think it is not completely right. And why I think so, listen to this reason. Remember, every person has a certain caliber, and this caliber is enough to be standing tall against any massive dominating force. But the one common attribute, the character, which is a part of this attitude, is they are being liberal. I'll talk what liberalism is all about later on, but before this, I want to tell you this few lines which is really important for you to know. When a person feeds oneself on one idea for a long time, the person is actually practicing obsession. Do you know what obsession is this? Obsession is when a person is entrapped in just one idea, keeps thinking, doing, and dreaming about it all the time. In other words, you can say it is just a striving towards stagnation, where the entire scope of knowledge of multiple dimensions is completely shut down. I think this is the same feature much associated with the mindset called orthodoxy, having one sort of belief and to relish to celebrate it throughout the life, never be able to challenge it. I don't understand why this word challenge is seen as against one's identity or culture. And I think therefore the word liberalism is not celebrated in most of the developing countries, including India. So when I say I am liberal, people might construe me as a person having much biasness towards Western culture. And this is kind of a shallow understanding and opinion about people. Remember, liberalism is one of the most important practice of the concept or idea. I think if we apply to our life, cultivate some traits of it in our regular practice, trust me, we can be equally powerful even when we don't have any position in a society, but still we can act equally as the person standing in the highest position can do. This is my promise to you. But why I'm saying it has also a strong reason. If I ask you what makes people think blind, then you can say they are constantly being sticking to only one sort of practice, and they are being not able to go beyond this. And it happens even in our society today, because we don't know anything apart from the practice we have been involved for so long time, right? And this actually is taken as the easy way for many of the government, for the people of high position, to inveigle and persuade people. And therefore I always say, and just thrust this very kind of opinion in the discussion, that why we should not practice this liberalism, so that we could at least not be persuaded by these leaders. Today